Hello everyone and welcome to the lesson. Today we are going to answer the last question that was tested in April 2023. The subject is ICT. Question 7a reads, ABC Enterprises Limited has commenced the process of integrating its current business operations with ERP. Required: outline 2 ways the ABC Limited could benefit from the integration. All right. The question is, outline 2 ways the ABC Enterprises Limited could benefit from the integration. Now, one way in which ABC Enterprises Limited could benefit from the integration is through improved efficiency and productivity. Improved efficiency and productivity. The second way is through enhanced data accuracy and reporting. Improved or enhanced data accuracy and reporting. So those are 2 ways in which this company could benefit from the integration of its business operations with ERP. So let us put the benefits down. That is part A. Improved efficiency and productivity. Integration of business operations with an ERP system allows for streamlined and automated processes. It eliminates the manual data entry, reduces the duplication of efforts, and also provides real-time access to information, and that leads to increased efficiency and productivity, as well as faster decision making. The second benefit is enhanced data accuracy and reporting. Enhanced data accuracy and reporting. Now, candidates, an ERP system, an enterprise resource planning system. Enterprise resource planning system, we all know, is an integrated management of main business processes, which are often in real time and mediated by software and technology. Such a system centralizes data from various departments and functions. It is an integrated system that ensures data consistency and accuracy. In other words, an ERP system, being an integrated management of business processes, provides a single source of truth for reporting and analytics, enabling better insights into business operations, financials, and performance, and that leads to more informed decision making and improved reporting capabilities. That is an advantage of having an ERP system. That is an advantage of a business integrating its business operations with an enterprise resource planning system. So the question here is, ABC Enterprises Limited has commenced a process of integrating its current business operations with an ERP system. So that means that the processes of this business are being integrated in real time, and they are mediated by a software and technology. So these are two benefits associated with the integrating of business operations with an ERP system. Part 2 of this question, this is Roman 1. Roman 2, which is related to Roman 1, highlight 3 challenges that could arise with such integration. What are the challenges? We have identified the advantages, but what are the challenges of such integration? The first one is implementation complexity. Implementation complexity. Integrating an ERP system is a complex process that requires careful planning, extensive testing, and significant resources. It involves mapping existing business processes to the ERP system. It involves data migration. It involves training of employees. So managing the complexity of implementation can be a challenge requiring dedicated project management and expertise. It's a whole project which may require project management and expertise. So there is a challenge in implementing the processes, in integrating business operations with ERP. There are complexities that have to be surmounted in order to effectively and successfully integrate business operations with the enterprise resource planning system. Another challenge is resistance to change. Resistance to change. Implementing an ERP system often brings significant changes to how employees work, how they interact with the technology, and so on. So resistance to change from employees can pose a challenge and hinder the successful adoption of the new system. So there ought to be proper change management strategies, including communication, training, stakeholder engagement, which are essential to address such a challenge. 3, integration with existing systems. Integration with existing systems. Now, integration with existing systems, such as the legacy applications or even the third-party software, can be challenging, and therefore ensuring seamless data exchange and compatibility between different systems requires careful planning, requires data mapping, and also system integration expertise. There could be technical challenges and potential data inconsistencies that may arise during the integration process. So there could be challenges with integrating with the existing systems. So these are 3 challenges. That is question 1. We've answered question 1. Part 2 is 2 marks. Part 1 is 2 marks. 2 marks. Part 1, 2 marks. Part 2, 1, 2, 3. These are 3 marks. That is question 1A. Question 7A. Now question 7B. Citing 4 reasons, justify why it is necessary for an organization to sign a contract for the maintenance of computer hardware and software. Justify why it is necessary. B. Why it's necessary for an organization to sign a contract for the maintenance of computer hardware and software. Why is it necessary to sign a contract for the maintenance of computer hardware and software? That is the question. The first justification is what we call system reliability and performance. Regular maintenance of computer hardware and software ensures that the system operates optimally, reducing the risk of system failures or performance degradation. So maintenance activities such as software updates, hardware diagnostics, and also system optimization help maintain system reliability and ensures uninterrupted business operations. So that is one reason. System reliability and performance, to enable system reliability and performance. 1. System reliability, enable system reliability, and also the performance of the system. Performance. The second justification is to mitigate against risk. Risk mitigation. Now, maintenance contracts often includes service level agreements that outline what we call response times, resolution times, and also guarantee for issues within guarantee for system availability. And by signing a maintenance contract, organization can mitigate the risk of prolonged system downtime, as vendors contractually obligated to address, because vendors are because when you sign a contract, then those who are doing the maintenance, the vendors are contractually obligated to address issues within specified time frames. So maintenance contracts include service level agreements. So it's important to sign contracts for the maintenance of computer hardware, and such issues must be stipulated within the contract. Signing maintenance contracts, and also that would help organizations to mitigate the risk of prolonged system failures. 3. Expert technical support. Expert technical support. Maintenance contracts provide access to vendor provided technical support, and in the event of system issues or software bugs, in such events, organizations can rely on the expert of the vendor support system to troubleshoot and also resolve issues promptly, and that saves time and resources compared to troubleshooting issues independently. So it's important to better sign a contract with the vendor to maintain computer hardware and software than troubleshooting issues independently, because vendors are experts. They offer expert technical support. So these are 3 reasons we are to give for. Number 4, cost saving. Cost saving. Now, proactively maintaining computer hardware and software can prevent major system failures or security breaches that can be costly to address. So regular maintenance activities such as system updates and even patch management help identify and address potential vulnerabilities before they are exploited. And that can save organizations from expensive data breaches, from system downtimes, or even costly emergency repairs. So you'd rather sign a contract for the maintenance of computer hardware or software than incur such costs. So that these are the justifications for signing a contract for the maintenance of computer hardware or software. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would earn 4 marks. Then moving on to part C, complete the table below with appropriate name of the feature used in respective iOS and Android mobile operating systems. So this one, I'll draw the table here on the board. This is C, the table. You have feature, iOS and Android. Here you have a column for the feature. This is the question C. You have a column for feature. This is iOS. So that is the table from the question, where candidates were required to complete the table with the appropriate name of the feature used in respective iOS and Android mobile operating systems. And this was an easy question because most students today have phones. They have mobile phones. So the question is, what is the developer feature for iOS, the developer feature for Android? What is the default browser for iOS? What is the default browser for Android? That is the question. So candidates, what is the developer feature for iOS? Now we all know that the developer feature for iOS, or in other words, the developer tool for iOS is known as the Xcode. The Xcode. The Xcode is Apple's integrated development environment, the IDE. The Xcode is Apple's integrated development environment that allows developers to create, it allows developers to test and debug applications for iOS. How about Android? What is the integrated development environment for Android? Now, candidates, Android developers use what we call Android Studio. The integrated development environment for Android mobile application is the Android Studio. Android Studio, which is the official IDE for Android application development, and the Android Studio provides a comprehensive set of tools for creating, testing, and optimizing Android applications. That is the answer to the integrated development environment, or the developer feature. That is the developer feature, also known as integrated development environment. The other question here, which candidates needed to fill, is the default browser. What is the default browser for iOS application? Now, the default browser for iOS is called Safari. Safari. Safari is known as Safari. iOS Apple. This is iOS Apple. Apple. Okay. The default browser is Safari. It is developed by Apple and comes pre-installed on all iOS devices. And it is the default, it is the primary browser used for browsing the internet on iPhones, iPads, including the iPod Touch devices. Default browser. The default browser for Android is Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome has now become the primary browser for Android and for Android devices, and it's widely used for browsing the internet on smartphones, on tablets running the Android operating system, and so on. So you need to note the word default. That does not mean that other browsers cannot run on Android devices or iOS devices. The device manufacturers and users can also choose to install and use other browsers from third-party developers on both iOS and Android platforms. So this was what was required. These are just 4 marks. Xcode, you earn a mark. Writing there, Xcode, you earn a mark. Writing here Safari, you earn a mark. Android Studio, you earn a mark. Google Chrome, you earn a mark. Total 4 marks. 4 marks. That's part C. Part D, explain 7 ethical issues associated with increased dependency on information systems. 7 ethical issues. Ethical issues associated with dependence on information systems. Ethical issues associated with dependence on information systems. The first ethical issue is privacy and data protection. Privacy and data protection. Information systems store vast amounts of personal and sensitive data. So, ethical issues arise. Ethical issues do what? Arise regarding the collection, the storage, and use of this data. As organizations must ensure privacy and they must implement robust security measures to protect individuals' information from unauthorized access or misuse. So data protection, privacy is an ethical issue associated with dependence on information systems. Do you understand? Yes. Cyber security and hacking. Cyber security and hacking. With increased dependency on information systems, the risk of cyber attacks and hacking becomes a major ethical concern. Why? Because organizations must take steps to protect their systems and data from malicious activities, as any breaches can lead to financial loss, reputational damage, and potential harm to individuals. Cybersecurity and hacking is an ethical issue. Three, accuracy and reliability. Accuracy and reliability of information. Ethical issues arise when organizations rely on inaccurate and unreliable information that is generated by information systems. And decision makers need to ensure the integrity and the quality of the data and information that is used in order to avoid making unethical decisions or misleading stakeholders. Digital divide and accessibility. Digital divide and accessibility. Now, increased dependence on information systems can deepen existing inequalities, can create which then creates a digital divide between those who have access to technology and those who do not. So ethical concerns arise when certain groups or individuals are excluded or disadvantaged due to limited access to information system and digital resources. So that becomes an ethical issue. Digital divide and accessibility. Intellectual property and copyright infringement. Now, information systems enable easy replication and distribution of digital content. And ethical issues arise when individuals or organizations violate ethical property rights by using copyrighted materials without permission or proper attribution. So protecting the rights of content creators and respecting copyright laws becomes crucial in the digital age. or digital era. Intellectual property and copyright infringement is yet another ethical issue associated with dependence on information systems. Ethical use of technology. Ethical use of technology. Now, candidates, as technology advances, organizations must consider the ethical implications of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation. So there could be issues related to job displacement, algorithmic bias, and also responsible use of the technologies that require ethical considerations to ensure fair and equitable outcomes for individuals and society as a whole. So there are ethical issues associated with the use of technology. Then lastly, social impact and digital divide. Social impact and digital divide. Now, reliance on information systems can have profound social implications such as job displacement, changes in work dynamics, and the erosion of traditional industries. And ethical concerns arise when organizations prioritize profit, when organizations prioritize efficiency without considering the broader societal impact of their actions, thereby potentially leaving certain groups marginalized and unemployed. So these are 7 ethical issues associated with dependence on information systems. And candidates, it's crucial that organizations and individuals address these ethical issues and ensure responsible and ethical use of information systems to minimize harm, to protect individual rights, and also promote fairness and inclusivity in the digital world. So these are 7 ethical issues: privacy and data protection, cybersecurity and hacking, accuracy and reliability of information, digital divide and accessibility, intellectual property and copyright infringement, ethical use of technology and social impact and digital divide. These are 7 ethical issues associated with dependence on information systems, and the 7 would earn 7 marks. Each issue 1 mark, total 7 marks. So that effectively brings the end to the revision of the April 2023 question 7 that was done by certified public accountants and the certified secretaries. The examination body is known as CASNEB. The paper is Information Communication Technology. Thank you for attending the session. We are committed and dedicated to providing all solutions for candidates appearing in the CPA and CS, and indeed all the other CASNEB students or courses, CASNEB courses. If you have any questions, please, you are free to write to us. Below this video, there is a comment section. You can send your questions. All the videos that we provide on our website are accessed anytime. and you are free to download the videos for offline use. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.